What is it about TikTok that just pulls people in? It's that promise of maybe going viral, right? The creativity, the way creators and brands can just connect.
Yeah, it's pretty magnetic. That direct line is powerful.
And look, if you're trying to get things moving, maybe give your social profiles a bit of a kickstart. There are tools out there. Rapidboost.net is one place people look to, you know, elevate profiles, get some legitimate engagement going.
Sure, getting that initial traction can be helpful.
But beyond just hoping for that one viral hit, the real, like, lasting power on TikTok, that comes from building an actual community.
Absolutely. A viral moment is great, it's a boost, but it can be fleeting. True impact, that lasting connection, that comes from nurturing a group of people who are genuinely engaged. That's the real leverage.
And that's exactly what we're diving into today. We're not just talking follower counts. We want to get into the practical stuff, strategies that work, some cool examples, and how you can build a strong, active TikTok community, maybe faster than you think.
Right. The mission here is to help you figure out how to turn your TikTok from just a profile into like a real community hub people respect and want to be part of.
Okay, so let's start there. What makes a TikTok community, you know, strong? It's got to be more than the number, right?
Oh, way more. It's about real connections. People finding common ground. Maybe they share interests, or they just click with your sense of humor,
Mhm.
or they have similar goals, aspirations, even shared values.
So less passive scrolling, more actual interaction.
Exactly that. Think about the difference. You've got followers who just tap follow and maybe never see your stuff again, versus fans who are always in the comments, sparking discussions, maybe duetting your videos with their take or stitching your ideas.
Yeah, or even starting their own little trends based on something you did. That feels different.
Totally different. That active participation, that back and forth, that's the core of a real community.
And here's something interesting. TikTok's algorithm actually seems to like reward that kind of interaction, doesn't it?
It really does seem to. When your content gets people talking, reacting, creating their own responses,
Mm.
the platform notices. It tends to show your stuff to more people who might also engage. It becomes this a positive cycle.
A growth cycle built on connection.
Precisely. So community building isn't just nice to have. It's a powerful growth strategy. Even if you're starting small, focusing on those connections builds a much stronger foundation than just shouting into the void.
Okay, makes sense. We see why it's important. But how do you actually start? How do you find your people on such a massive platform?
Well, the very first thing, honestly, is clarity. You need a clear sense of who you are on TikTok and what you're bringing. The clarity acts like a beacon.
Right, you can't build a community around fuzziness.
Exactly.
Mhm.
And a huge part of that is finding your unique voice. It's tempting to just copy what's trending, but authenticity really cuts through. What's your natural style? Are you funny, educational, artsy, maybe a bit snarky, or really inspirational? Lean into that.
We've seen amazing examples like Tabitha Brown,
Yeah.
right? She shared vegan recipes, yeah, but people connected with her warmth, her positivity. It felt so genuine.
Her story is incredible because that authenticity became her brand. It wasn't just about the food tips. It was the feeling people got. They felt uplifted,
As
connected.
you saw it in the engagement, right? All the stitches and duets with her catchphrases.
Exactly. That genuine connection built a super loyal community, which then led to mainstream attention, brand deals. It started with her being authentically her.
It really shows the power of just being yourself. Okay, so you found your voice. What's next for finding the right audience?
Then you need to really focus on understanding who you're trying to reach. Get specific. What are they into? What problems do they have? Who else do they follow? What kind of inside jokes or references do they get?
Like building a profile of your ideal community member.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
The clearer that picture, the better you can tailor your content and your interactions to really connect with them.
And once you kind of know who they are,
Then you can start thinking about creating like community rituals or themes, maybe a weekly challenge, a regular Q&A on a certain topic, even a little serialized story.
well, I like that. It gives people something to look forward to, a reason to come back, builds anticipation.
Exactly.
Right.
It creates rhythm, familiarity, makes people feel like they're part of something ongoing.
Okay, so niche defined, authentic voice established, audience understood. Now, the content itself, how do we make videos that actually fuel engagement, not just rack up views?
The big shift is thinking of every video as like a conversation starter. Don't just talk at people. Invite them in. Ask direct questions. Encourage them to share their own experiences in the comments. Explicitly ask for duets or stitches.
Less monologue, more invitation. I've seen that work. Like, At unnecessary inventions, asking for ideas, the comments just explode.
Right. And notice how that simple ask turns viewers into contributors. Their ideas often become the next video. It's a brilliant loop. And definitely use TikTok's own features.
Duets and Stitches seem built for this.
Absolutely. They empower people to respond directly, add their own creativity. It makes participation easy and visible. Same with polls and Q&A stickers, great for quick feedback, showing you care what they think. And don't forget live streams.
Right, lives feel much more immediate, more personal.
They really do. That real-time interaction builds bonds much faster. You can answer questions live, react to comments instantly. It just breaks down the digital wall a bit.
And it seems people also really connect with the less polished stuff, the behind-the-scenes moments.
Oh, definitely. Transparency is huge. Sharing your process, the bloopers, maybe struggles you're having or milestones you hit, it makes you human. People connect with people, not just perfect profiles.
That vulnerability builds trust, maybe?
I think so. And one more thing on content use series and playlists. If a topic hits, make more related videos and group them. It helps loyal fans binge, and new people see you have depth on a subject. Makes them feel like they've found a home.
Got it. So the content is out there. It's inviting interaction. How do you actively nurture that interaction into a real community?
It's all about fostering that two-way street. Communication and trust. You have to actively engage back.
Meaning actually responding to comments. That sounds like a lot of work if things take off.
It can be, yeah. But especially early on, responding matters. Even just liking a comment or asking a follow-up question shows you're listening. And honestly, the algorithm seems to like active comment sections too, so there's that benefit.
What about the real fans, the ones who are always there?
You gotta acknowledge them, shout them out in videos, maybe even make a video reply specifically addressing their question or comment. That makes them feel seen, and it encourages others to jump in too.
Creates that positive reinforcement cycle.
Exactly. And you need to actively cultivate respect. Set the tone. Be kind. Don't tolerate trolls. Respond constructively if you can, or just remove or block if needed. You'll often find your loyal members start to help police that positivity too.
Interesting. The community helps maintain itself.
To a degree, yeah. And think about taking it slightly off app for your core group, maybe a TikTok group or a Discord server or even a Facebook group.
Oh, right. A dedicated space for the superfans to connect more deeply.
Exactly. It allows for richer conversations, like Dylan LeMay, the ice cream guy. He used Discord to give fans behind-the-scenes access when he was opening his shop. That built massive loyalty.
That's smart. Makes them feel like insiders.
Totally. And finally, encourage user-generated content. Create a branded hashtag, run a challenge, give prompts, then showcase the best stuff people create. It turns viewers into co-creators, and that's a powerful bond.
Okay, so we're building, we're engaging, but how do you know if it's actually working? How do you measure this stuff?
That's where TikTok analytics are your best friend. Seriously, dive into that dashboard. Look beyond just views. Check follower growth, yes, but also reach, watch time, which videos perform best, and really read the comments. What are the recurring themes?
So digging into the why behind the numbers.
Precisely. Then the crucial part is turning those insights into action. If people keep asking tech questions, okay, maybe launch that tech tip series. If certain kinds of duets get tons of engagement, make more content designed for duetting. Let the community guide you.
It's like a constant feedback loop. Listen, adapt, create.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
And use your analytics to spot your superfans, the early commenters, the frequent sharers. Maybe reach out to them directly, thank them, perhaps even ask for their feedback on new ideas.
Nurture those key relationships.
Yes. And just keep testing things. Video length, calls to action, editing style, posting times. Experiment. When something works, double down on it.
Now, TikTok is so trend-driven. How do you jump on trends without losing yourself, your identity?
That's a really important balance. You should participate in relevant trends. It shows you're part of the platform's culture, increases visibility. But the key is always adding your unique spin. Connect it back to your niche, your message.
Can you give an example?
Sure. Say you're a fitness creator. A new dance trend pops off. Instead of just doing the dance, maybe you do a workout remix of it or show how the moves relate to certain exercises. You ride the wave, but keep it relevant to your audience.
Ah, okay. Adapting it, not just copying it. What about starting your own challenge? That seems powerful.
Oh, it can be a total game changer. A well-designed branded challenge gets your audience actively creating for you, promoting you organically. Keep it simple, make it fun, allow for creativity, and definitely spotlight the best entries.
Like starting a fire and letting the community fuel it.
Couldn't have said it better. And don't forget collaboration. Find other creators in your space or complementary spaces and do stitches, duets, co-create something. It cross-pollinates audiences. Good for everyone.
Okay, this has been incredibly insightful. To pull it all together, what are those core actionable steps someone listening can take? Like right now.
All right, let's boil it down. 1, define your identity. Values, voice, style. Maybe write a quick mission statement for your TikTok. 2, optimize your profile. Recognizable picture, clear bio with a call to action, maybe a consistent visual theme.
Foundation first. Got it. What's next?
3, purposeful content. Post consistently, maybe 3 to 5 times a week. Hook them in the first couple of seconds.
Yeah.
End with a clear call to action, ask something, invite interaction. 4, develop recurring stuff, a weekly segment, a Q&A, give it a catchy name so people know what to expect.
Consistency and engagement drivers. Makes sense. Keep going.
5, engage back, relentlessly. Respond to comments, especially early ones. Use replies to spark more ideas. 6, track, test, tweak, use your analytics, see what works, experiment, adapt. Don't be static. 7, maybe take it off app for the core group. Discord, email list, whatever works. Offer extra value there. And finally, 8, stay flexible, stay human. TikTok changes, trends shift. Keep it personal, authentic.
So it really is this ongoing cycle. Define, create, engage, analyze, adapt, not just a checklist.
Exactly. Building a real community isn't magic. It's work, but it's achievable for anyone willing to be intentional, interactive, and agile.
And it sounds like ultimately the strongest communities aren't just about big numbers. They're built on trust, shared experiences, genuine participation. It's the connection that matters most.
That's the heart of it. If you focus on that, craft content that genuinely connects, and grab every chance for real interaction, the growth will likely follow. But more importantly, you'll build loyalty that lasts.
So the encouragement is start putting these ideas into practice, find your own flavor, and watch how things shift.
Definitely. And maybe think about this. How does fostering that sense of belonging change everything? How does it turn someone just watching into someone who actively contributes, champions what you do, and makes your impact way bigger than any single viral video ever could?